Okay.
Okay, so I don't think that that definition is completely wrong, but I also don't think that that definition is completely right either. You see, being that girl or becoming that girl isn't just how you represent yourself on social media. It's more than just the activities you do on the daily as well. Being that girl has everything to do with becoming the best version of yourself. And becoming the best version of you has a lot to do with understanding your inner emotions towards yourself. Because believe it or not, your inner emotions towards yourself literally runs your life. And journaling helps with that. And I'm gonna help you do that. So if you are watching this, get out your journal. And if you don't journal or do not have a journal with you, get out a piece of paper and a pen. And if you would rather do this on a laptop, tablet, or phone, that's more than welcome too. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Now, these first couple of journal prompts has everything to do with getting to know yourself. And the first journal prompt that I want you to answer right now is, what do you love about yourself? Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, this is a super simple question. Why do I need to answer this? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. See, a lot of people, believe it or not, have trouble finding the things that they love about themselves. Most of the time, we're so quick to point out what we love about other people, but we're even quicker to point out what we don't love about ourselves. And that's a problem. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down everything that you love about yourself, everything that you admire about yourself. These could be physical features such as your hair, your eyes, your eyebrows. These could be personality traits. Maybe you're nice, maybe you're caring. It doesn't matter. You see, self-love is one of the most important forms of love that you can have, because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to recognize genuine forms of love that comes from other people. Okay, so the second journal prompt that I want you to answer is, would you have a relationship with yourself? If a clone of yourself came into the room, would you have a relationship with yourself? If yes, that's great. I want you to name those reasons why, and I want you to own it. And if not, I want you to state why. Now, before you begin to write, I just want to add, do not add any physical character traits. Do not base your answer on what you look like. Instead, I want you to base your answer off your personality and your characteristics. I feel like this journal prompt really allows you to take the time to accept yourself for who you are. And it allows you to take the time to figure out what you need to work on. When we get into relationships, we tend to feel like we need to change for other people to make them happy. This journal prompt overall will help you stop thinking, am I good enough for them? And have you start thinking, are they good enough for me? Because you know where you stand with yourself. You know what's good about you. You're not about to let anybody tell you what you need to change about yourself because you're content with yourself. Okay? Now, if you said that you wouldn't date yourself, then that's completely okay. What you're doing is you're accepting all of your flaws and you're giving yourself a chance to explain why you need to change, not for other people, but for yourself. Get it? Because like you have a relationship with yourself. See what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Journal prompt number 3. Now I want you to name your top 3 boundaries and why you refuse to live without them. And if you are confused as to what a boundary is basically rules that you set up for yourself within relationships. So for example, I want people to respect it when I don't feel comfortable in doing something. Last but not least, I do not play when it comes to people talking down on me. I don't even care if it's in a joking way. Don't joke about me and pick on me and do whatever and be like, I'm just joking. No, you're not. 98% of the time when people joke about your flaws, they actually feel that way deep down. And I'm not here for that. If you are having trouble coming up with boundaries for yourself, then I'm going to be giving you 7 categories of boundaries that you may need to implement into your life. So the 7 boundaries are physical boundaries, sexual boundaries, financial boundaries, intellectual boundaries, emotional boundaries, time boundaries, and expectation boundaries. Setting up your boundaries is very important because it teaches you how to say no. And when you're able to say no to people, it lets people know that you are indeed that girl and you know your worth. So next, I'm gonna have you start thinking about where you want to be in life. And journal prompt number 4 is describe everything you are thankful for. And as simple as that sounds, once again, this prompt is a huge deal. Like most of the time, we tend to think about what we want, and sometimes the things that we want seem so unattainable, and it results in us beginning to think that we cannot be our best selves without the things that we don't have, when in fact we have a lot of resources and a lot of things that we should be grateful for, and that we can utilize those things to get what we want. What matters is the things that you already have, and it's important that we give gratitude for those things, because the things that we have, a lot of people don't. Just that as you write everything that you are thankful for, you'll start to begin to honor all the little things. This journal prompt overall helps to bring you gratitude, and it helps you romanticize your life. And you do not need all the things that people on social media own for you to become the best version of you. And I forgot to say this in the video, but if you don't know how to take gratitude and give thanks for the things that you have now, you will never be happy. And it doesn't matter what things that you end up obtaining in the future. Journal prompt number 5. Pretend you have achieved your version of success. And when you do this, I want you to state your full name or whatever name you plan on going by when you reach success. And I want you to do this using I am statements. For example, my name is Diamond K and I am successful. I live in a high-rise apartment. I am successful in YouTube. I am healthy and I am happy. What a lot of people don't realize is your words towards yourself are very powerful, which is why I stated earlier that I don't allow people to talk down on me, even if it's a joke. I don't pick on myself and I don't joke about myself in negative ways, because words are very powerful. At time, the more you say things, the more you're going to start to believe it, and your actions are going to start to follow. The direction of your words is the direction of which your life is going to go. So if you keep telling yourself, oh my gosh, I'm ugly, I'm never going to be able to achieve my dreams, I'm never going to be able to do this, then you're never going to be able to do it, and you're always going to feel like you're ugly. As opposed to if you tell yourself, I can be anything I want to be, you're slowly going to begin to take those actions so that you can be whatever you want to be. When you believe in what you say about yourself, then actions to support those beliefs will slowly but surely become integrated into your life. And I want you to remember that next time before you decide to pick on yourself, joke about yourself, or have others do the same. So now we are going to be talking about finding and pursuing hobbies. Okay, so in the original definition included how that girl meditates, how she goes to the gym. Those are hobbies, okay? Those are not character traits. You do not have to like those hobbies or partake in those hobbies to become that girl. And the importance of hobbies is that hobbies put your manifestations to work. For example, in my I am statements, I mentioned that I am successful, that I will be, or I am successful in YouTube. And one of my hobbies is YouTube. Now, if you don't really know what kind of hobbies that you are interested in, there are 5 types of hobbies. And I really believe that these 5 types of hobbies will not only benefit you now, but you in the future. These 5 types of hobbies are 1 to make you money, 1 to keep you in shape, 1 to be creative, 1 to build knowledge, and 1 to involve your mindset. The last journal prompt for today, lucky number 7, is name your top 7 priorities. It's so important to prioritize because our lives can get so busy and we try to do things all at once, and in the end, it ends up draining us. Prioritizing not only helps you stay focused and on track of your goals, but it also eliminates all distractions. And that's it. Those were the 7 journal prompts that I found important when it comes to becoming the best version of yourself. I also want to add that the way you feel about yourself is very important, okay? You are in control of your life. You control the direction of where your life is gonna go. And nobody else on this planet is responsible for how you reach your goals. And I firmly believe that when you have a strong connection with yourself, you'll feel like you'll be able to do anything. Now that's all I have to say for today, and I wish you guys all the best luck on becoming the best version of yourself.